Viewers, today latest update from Ethiopia, Tigray and Eriteria. Viewers, legislation has advanced in the United States House of Representatives to impose sanctions on Ethiopians committing human rights abuses, blocking food at delivery, or taking others action that are worsening the country 15-month crisis. It would also sanction those providing training, weapons, or financial support to those involved in the conflict. The purpose Ethiopian Stabilization, Peace and Democracy Act was voted out of the House Foreign Affairs Committee on Tuesday. It can now be voted on by the full United States House. A similar bill is being considered in the Senate. If enacted, the bill would sanction individuals as well as suspend United States security and financial assistance to the Ethiopian government until certain human rights conditions are met. It would also require the United States to oppose loans by international agencies such as the World Bank and International Fund to Ethiopia and Eriteria. Congressman, a Democrat from New Jersey who sponsored the bill, said urgent action is needed. The war in Ethiopia has created one of the worst humanitarian crises in the world, and all the combats, along with their foreign backers, are responsible for horrific abuses of basic human rights. Tigray Congress is coming together to say that the conflict must end and to hold accountable all those responsible for perpetuating it. The bill follows September sanction and the November decision to suspend Ethiopia from the African Growth and Opportunity Act, which allows African countries exports duty-free access to the United States market. One of the issues of ongoing concern to Congress is also the mass detention of Tigrayan civilians in several cities across Ethiopia, including the capital Addis Ababa. Rights groups, including Human Rights Watch and Amnesty International, say ethnic Tigrayans have been targeted since the start of the conflict in November 2020. Citing reports of forced disappearances and arbitrary arrest among other human rights violations. The mass detention of Tigrayan civilians in unlivable condition is a human rights violation so outrageous that it demands a forceful United States response. Tweeted Congressman of California, calling for action on what he called an atrocity. The bill called on the State Department to determine whether war crimes, crimes against humanity, or genocide has been perpetrated by any party to the conflict. It also asked states to report on the role of foreign governments, including those of China, the United Arab Emirates, and Turkey, in fueling the conflict. The bill has drawn condemnation from the Ethiopian government and supporters in the global diaspora. The American Ethiopian Public Affairs Committee, a non-profit diaspora organization that has supported the government during this conflict, to put the blame squarely on the Tigrayan People Liberation Front, which the government has designed a terrorist group, and armed forces in Tigray. This bill ignores the millions in Amhara and Afar who are victims of the TPLF attacks. The group further criticized the impact it would have on ordinary Ethiopians. It will do nothing to repair the lives of those who have been left without loved ones or who have suffered serious injuries. Others in the Tigrayan diaspora have, however, supported the bill and previous United States sanctions on Ethiopian and Eritrean officials, including Omna Tigray, a non-profit group consisting of Tigrayans residing in the diaspora who see the move as a way to protect the lives of civilians caught in the conflict. Other analyses point to the effectiveness of earlier sanctions. A senior fellow at the Brookings Institution said that the price-worthy design of the sanction regime avoids the typical pitfalls. She said that implemented sanctions are meant to give a legal exception for humanitarian relief delivery. United States President Joe Biden administration has emphasized the goal of targeted sanction is to ensure perpetrators are held to account. These sanctions authorized are not directed at the people of Ethiopia of Eriteria, a White House official said in September during a call with reporters. The new sanctions program is deliberately uh, celebrated to any harm to those already suffering from this conflict. The United Nations has said thousands have been displaced by conflict in the country and more than 60,000 Ethiopians, mostly from the Tigray region, are seeking refuge in neighboring Sudan. The United Nations estimates that about 9.4 million people in northern Ethiopia, Tigray, Amhara, and Afar regions are in dire need of humanitarian assistance. So, however, this is the latest update about it. For more latest report, please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.